Hey guys, Waterman here, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about why isn't Mexico within Red Dead Redemption 2. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing I want to cover is what Landon Ricketts had said in Red Dead Redemption 1 Undead Nightmare. There was a lot of rumors saying that the reason why Mexico isn't in Red Dead Redemption 2 is because of what Landon Ricketts said. I'm going to play the video so you guys can hear what he said. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below.
Hell.
Good. Real good.
You know, John, I've lived a long life. I've seen this land when it was just wilderness and scrub.
Now, just listen to what he said there for a second. He said that he's seen the land when it was just nothing but wilderness and scrub. Now, what is it in Red Dead Redemption 2? Nothing but wilderness and scrub. Now, another thing that I want to point out is that Red Dead Redemption 1 Undead Nightmare has no connection to the story whatsoever. It has no connection to the regular story where there's not zombies and stuff. It has no connection at all. So you think, was that the reason why Rockstar did not add Mexico within Red Dead Redemption 2? Or was it just because, you know, maybe they just thought it wasn't, like, good for the game, or were they trying to make it historically accurate? Who knows? But another thing that I would like to point out is, why are the game files for Mexico in Red Dead Redemption 2, yet they're not here except for El Presidio? So I'm going to see if I can put it up on screen. So these are 2D images of the towns that are in the game files of Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, if you guys know, Mexico isn't in Red Dead Redemption 2. So, you know, why are these here if, you know, we're not even supposed to be seeing these things or anything like that? So the only real place we have in Mexico is El Presidio, which, you know, why didn't they remove that when they were taking things out of the game, when they pushed the game back of the launch? But yeah, I just think that's the weirdest part. And another weird part is that why can we hear Mexico music at times when we're in Mexico? And, you know, that's like the biggest thing with Red Dead players right now, is that why are we able to hear the original Mexico music in Mexico when we're not even supposed to be there? Now, in story mode, it's almost like not, you literally don't even have to try to trigger it. But in online, it's a lot harder and a lot rarer to trigger, unfortunately. But yeah, I just think it's extremely weird. But I don't know if they're going to add Mexico into Red Dead Redemption 2. Maybe they might do it as a DLC, because, you know, we still need a lot of things for this game, such as train robberies, bank robberies, story missions and stuff like that, new legendary bounties. So maybe, you know, they're going to open up this Mexico part, and, you know, who knows, maybe they might you know, include more story missions with Mexico, which would be pretty nice. And, you know, honestly, Mexico is really the only thing that could revive this game, as well as bank robberies and train robberies and, you know, potential heist and stuff like we did in the story mode. But yeah, another thing that I would like to point out, and it's something that has always, like, piqued my curiosity ever since they updated the out of the map a little bit. So as you can see right here, Mexico is considered a part of out of the map right here. But another thing I would like to show you guys is, you see these black lines right here. Now, at the beginning of the game, when the game first originally launched, people were able to actually, so for example, there's a hill right here that leads straight up out of the map. Now, another thing that really makes it weird is that when the game came out, you were able to literally, if you got a wagon, drove it up the hill, you could actually just freely walk out of the map and go to Mexico. However, today, in one of the most recent updates, if you were to do that now with the pistol glitch, there would be an invisible wall somewhere right here, and it would force you all the way back down into the map. However, because Mexico is considered out of the map, for some reason, they do not do this with Mexico. they just leave it as is. There's no wall, there's no death barrier, there's nothing. So it kind of goes all the way around. I want to say it stops right here. I want to say somewhere around here. I want to say is where the wall begins, and then it goes all the way around the map. I think that's the weirdest thing because Mexico is considered out of the map. Why not put a wall up to prevent players from getting outside the map? Now, maybe this is one of the biggest signs that they are probably going to be adding Mexico, but who knows? Maybe we are going to get Mexico, maybe not. But one thing I'm really hoping for is that we get heist or train robberies or bank robberies or something, because we need something for this game. It's just been the same repetitive content that we've been getting since day one. When they released the bounty hunting license and they released the traders thing, all that stuff, that's great. That was awesome. We had a lot of fun, but we need to have more content to mess around with. And the Telegram missions, they were all right, but then at the same time with Red Dead players like me, we got that stuff done in day one. They're on the max difficulty, so we're not playing that anymore. They're definitely fun missions, but we need more content. We need to have more options. We need to have, we need to be able to play more missions and go to new landmarks and stuff. But unfortunately, they have not said anything about that. But yeah, it's just so weird to me how they put an entire wall around the map, outside of the map, but because Mexico is considered out of the map, they never did the same for Mexico. So maybe that, to me, that's the biggest hint that they could possibly be adding Mexico. But like I said, who knows? At this point, we really don't know much of what Rockstar is going to do to Red Dead Redemption 2's Mexico. And, even if they do open it up, make it at least historically accurate to what Landon Ricketts had said when he said it was just nothing but wilderness and scrub. I feel like that's what they should have done, because, what if they did have performance issues with Mexico? Who knows? Because, instead of, making buildings and, pushing the consoles to the limit, all you gotta do is take out the buildings and just make it nothing but wilderness and scrub, instead of, having the game crash all the time. Because maybe that was one of the reasons why they didn't add Mexico. Maybe, it was a problem for consoles, and at the time, PC wasn't in here. You couldn't get Red Dead on PC. But yeah. And Red Dead Redemption 1, you can't get on PC either, unless you use, I think it's an emulator. But yeah, like I said, I'm not too sure on the future of Mexico so far. These are just some of the theories and thoughts that I put together on why Mexico isn't part of Red Dead Redemption 2. But I'm hoping that Mexico will come to Red Dead Redemption 2, because if it does, that's really going to revive the game a lot, especially with new bounty missions, new missions in general, new story missions, new characters. Maybe we'll even get a Irish stranger mission, or Landon Ricketts stranger mission, or something like that. That's the content we need. Like I said, the telegrams was all right, but we got that stuff done in day one. That stuff's on max difficulty by now. So it's just weird how they ignore all the stuff that can make this game so great, yet they don't do it. However, like I said, maybe because they added an entire wall around the map except for Mexico, maybe that's just a hint at them saying, hey, we're still working on Mexico. We're putting stuff in. It's just taking us a while, and we want to keep it a surprise. Something like that. That's something that I'm really hoping for, or at least something, Even if we don't get a Mexico, I would still love train robberies and bank heists. But yeah, like I said, Mexico is just considered, just a wasteland right now, and there's nothing in it except for El Presidio, which that's always something that's always stumped me, is why did they add one building here when they could have added the rest of the buildings here? It's just, to me, it's really confusing. And it's even on the main menu too. When you load up Red Dead Redemption 2, it's literally right there on the Red Dead Online main menu, sitting right there in the background. And, you know, like I said, maybe these are all just hints at them possibly, you know, wanting to put Mexico in Red Dead Redemption 2. But yeah, like I said, those are just my thoughts and, you know, what I think they're going to do and the possible potential future of Mexico. But as of right now, we don't have anything at all as far as just El Presidio and just nothing but a wasteland that has nothing in it. I mean, there's paths, too, that lead to certain places that would have led to certain towns, but as of right now, we don't have anything. And yeah, those are just my thoughts and what I think is going to happen to Red Dead Redemption 2, as well as why isn't Red Dead Redemption 2 in Mexico. Like I said, it could have been because of performance issues or because of a console issue, that something that consoles have. But yeah, like I said, we can only hope that we can get a DLC for Mexico, and if they do, I'll be making tons of videos on that. And as well as new stranger missions, because I know maybe it would take a long time to add an entire map back into the game, as well as finding actors for stranger missions, as well as, you know, just rebuilding the entire place back to its original state. But yeah, like I said, those are just my thoughts and theories on what I think is going to happen to Mexico in Red Dead Redemption 2. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you think Mexico is going to make a return in one of the future updates, or do you think it's going to stay the same? But yeah, like I said, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.